It is Wednesday, which means it is Rumboyz AMA. Ask me anything. Robbie will be here soon. But for right now, it's me, Drop the Mic FF. And with me, I got Jamie. What is up, Jamie? What is going on tonight, my man?
I can't wait to answer all these questions we got going on.
Let's see. We don't have anyone now, but until then, what did you think about the Robert Quinn trade?
Robert, enlighten me. I just got off work.
Robert Quinn is now a Philadelphia Eagle.
Ooh, okay.
They added him for like a conditional fourth.
Wasn't there a Roquan Smith trade earlier also?
No, Roquan hasn't been traded. What happened was Roquan found out about the trade while he was in a press conference, and he started crying while he was on the mic.
Well, so the Eagles just got a hell of a lot better, huh?
I mean, the rich getting richer.
Yep. I mean, they're already pretty damn good. Now they're going to be unstoppable.
Yes. So let's see what else we got. What is up, Albert? How you doing, my man? Nice to see you again. See you all the time, all in the chats. I'm just trying to think. Hold on. I'm just trying to get this out. Go like, share, comment, the whole deal. That's what I am trying to do right now.
I am doing that now also.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I am the second like. I know my boy Jason's going to be hopping on soon. He's probably got some questions.
CB, what is going on, Connor Burke? What's up, Connor? Let's go. Like here. Did Robbie tweet it out? Let me see.
I didn't see any tweets.
I was just going to retweet it if he did. No, he didn't. Okay.
All
right. So first question. What's up, Leafs? How you doing?
Leafs.
First question from Leafs. I'm assuming it's a start one. Rashad Bateman, Curtis Samuel, or Rondell Moore?
Oh, that's easy for me. Got to go Bateman in this one. He seems to be healthier, and that secondary is going against just should get eaten up all day long.
Who's watching? Let me see. I'm going to bring up the schedule on another tab just so
I like Curtis Samuel, but Heineke doesn't seem like he targets him that much. And he seems
he likes McLaurin.
Yes, I was going to say he likes McLaurin, but I think McLaurin, I didn't look, but he might have a bad matchup this week. So I would still go Bateman, man, because you'll be so mad if you bench Bateman and he goes off. That's going to hurt so bad.
To me, before I give my answer, the one thing I will say, to me, this does not include Rondell Moore. So Washington is going against Indy. So Curtis could be going against Kenny Moore or Stephon Gilmore if they're not shadowing. I would say Bateman. It is tomorrow night. Having to start a wide receiver that you're questioning on a Thursday night is a little scary, but I agree. I am going Bateman on this one. To me, I think it's closer than you think, but I do think it's Bateman.
Yeah, just make sure you have him not in your flex. Put him in your wide receiver position. Thursday night game.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't see Baltimore running a lot tomorrow because Gus Edwards kind of banged up, so they're gonna have to throw it, and I just see Bateman feasting.
I think, to be honest, Mark Andrews is going to have a big bounce back game.
Yeah, yep. He's going to come back this week.
Connor, I know Andrews hasn't – Connor just put it in the chat. He said Andrews hasn't practiced. I know he hasn't practiced, but I think that's partially to
keep him fresh.
Keep him fresh because he didn't practice last week either. And with a short week, that doesn't surprise me, but I still think he's going to have a bounce back game. I'm not saying he's going to, have 8 catches, 100 yards, and 2 touchdowns, but some of those targets that could go to Bateman, I think will go to some of those passes that weren't going to Mark Andrews last week will go to Mark this week. All right. It's not what I want. There was something I saw. So how you doing, man?
I'm all right. So I was just playing some Madden.
Nice.
Yep, just won the Super Bowl. It was 51-50.
There's your boy right there. What's up, Jason?
Jason, what's up?
What's going on?
Congratulations on the new homeowner. Like he just bought his own home today. So
nice.
Congrats on that. I'm gonna have to come down and visit.
Oh yeah, you will.
Yep, especially I just got my car fixed, got it back yesterday, so I'm good to go.
All right, so what was it that I saw? I saw something that was kind of crazy, and I was just wanted to bring it up since we have time.
Here, let me see if my post got any questions. I do want to kind of talk about the Sam Ellinger, man. Like, I think it's going to boost Jonathan Taylor a lot.
I think it's going to boost Jonathan Taylor, and I think it's going to boost Paris Campbell.
Because they're going to run that RPO like most of the time. And plus, if you have like a mobile-ish quarterback, that helps the running back.
All right, so we got one. Yeah, at least I brought that up at the very beginning. I will bring that up a little bit later again. I will do that. Jason asked, it's PPR flex, Eno Benjamin, Pat Fryermuth, or Jamie's boyfriend, DPJ.
Okay, well, I don't think Fryermuth practiced today. I thought I saw something he might be not playing, but it wouldn't be him anyway. If Connor plays, I would not go Eno. But if Connor doesn't play, you have to go Eno because his ceiling is what, 25 points?
I'm going Eno if Connor doesn't play. If Connor doesn't play, don't know. I know you're a big DPJ guy.
I'm going DPJ, especially with Njoku out. He's going to get more targets. He already has a 9-point floor.
With Njoku out, you're right. But
yeah, and I could actually see him getting his first touchdown this week against the Bengals because they're going to need to throw, man.
Yeah, with my answer is Eno. I'm a big Eno guy.
Even if Connor plays, Eno can still get about 7 to 8 touches. And he'll also get about 5, 6, 7 targets. So that you can't really go wrong with that, man. That's still going to put him at 10, 11 points. Last week he did see, I think he only rushed 12 times, but he saw 5 red zone touches in those 12 carries. Oh. All right.
See something.
Whoa, what are you doing to the screen, man?
I've clicked it wrong. I went to the wrong section. There. Oh, I could do this. I could literally go.
Oh, that's even better, dude. I love seeing that face.
I could go full screen. I could do that. I could do. Let's see. It's another one I could do. Oh, that one's back to normal. I don't know what that one does. I'm not even going to touch that one. All right. So, yeah, Jason says he thinks Connor is playing. He was practicing. If he is playing, I'm reluctantly playing DPJ.
Yeah, I would play DPJ too. I was just listening to my boy Jacob Sanderson, and he picked Connor as one of his sleepers. That's like someone ranked outside the top 20 that's going to be in the top 10.
Yeah.
So that's who he picked. So I would be cautious with that one and just go DPJ.
They're playing Minnesota. I don't think that will happen, but it's going to be a tough matchup. I mean, at least it's not like a super tough, but I mean, there's some interesting matchups this week. Overall, what do you think about tomorrow night's game?
I don't have really much high. Shit. You talk about it first. I got to clear my head.
All right. Fantasy wise, give me Lamar, give me Mark if he plays. I know the running game is beat up, but it's still give me the running game. The secondary is destroyed right now in Tampa Bay. So give me the options like you said, Bateman and them if we can.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side of the ball, I still think you have to play Fournette.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. As an RB2.
Evans and all them are still in it. Okay, so
yeah, I wouldn't play Fournette as an RB1 this week. He probably won't be top 12, but he's still going to get his touches, a few passes here and there. Godwin's going to eat all day. That seems to be Brady's go-to right now. Just with that bad offensive line, he's just going to dump it off to Godwin, and then you're going to get Mike Evans like 2, 3, 4 passes downfield. Hopefully he catches two of them, one for a touchdown, because he's going to want to make up for that last week.
Yep. So I'm going to list this. I'm going to read this all out, and then when I'm done, then we can answer it.
All right.
Full PPR. His quarterbacks are Geno. His quarterback is Geno. His wide receivers are Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs, Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
He has Travis Etienne, Tony Pollard, Dallas Goedert. His flex is Pittman. Would you trade away Pittman and Bateman for Swift? You have Bateman in there too? Yeah.
Bateman's on his bench. So, yeah, if you're not using Bateman,
I am.
I would definitely do that.
I'm making that move, especially with the Ryan deal.
I mean, he already has Chase, Diggs, and Adams. So you really don't need Pittman and Bateman. You could just stream a flex from now on.
Well, you can put
put Pollard as your flex, right?
Well, if you trade Pittman and Bateman, you can put
Pollard
Swift as your flex.
No, Swift would be Etienne and Swift.
Or I'm just saying you put him in that position.
Pollard is a great flex, so
I know.
Do that all day.
I didn't mean like literally Swift as your flex. All I'm saying is you're replacing Pittman, so you just slide Swift into that role.
I would do that 100 times a day.
That's all I mean.
Definitely do that trade.
All right. Here's a question just for you. I'm letting you answer this one.
All right.
Nina has a question.
Mac Jones or Jimmy G? Okay. I don't know if we can trust Mac and Cheese because we saw him get benched after the first series last week. Jimmy G does have a tough matchup, but he also does now have McCaffrey in the backfield, and that's going to bail him out when he just needs to dump it off. So I would go Jimmy G. You asked me this 3 weeks ago, I would have said Mac Jones hands down. But
I'm going Jimmy G, but I do have something to bring up.
Yep, go ahead.
About Mac. Did you see the replay today that's coming out with that interception?
The slow-mo?
The one that hit the wire? The one that hit the wire?
Oh, no. I've seen this one where it's like a slow-mo with an arrow pointing to it. And
so the one that got intercepted by Jacoby Brisker ended up hitting the wire for Skycam.
Oh, geez. I did not see that.
It got hit. It ended up clipping the wire for Skycam. Mm-hmm. All right, Connor. My answer, before I even put this up there, my answer is no. Do I drop Gerald Everett for Logan Thomas? Everett is on bye. No. You're not dropping. I know. Try to figure out another player to drop if you can for a bye week replacement. But to me, Gerald Everett is a must start every week at this point in the tight end landscape.
Because you'll be disappointed if you start Logan Thomas. He gets you 3 points.
No. He has to start. Everett's on bye.
Yeah, I know. Everett's on bye. So if you drop Everett,
I know, but I'm just saying
you ain't getting him back next week.
No, but you said if you would start Logan, he's going to start Logan. It's a matter of who he drops for Logan.
Well, I wouldn't. Well, true, but I would not drop Everett for Logan. I would rather take 0.
That's
in the position.
I'm just saying, like, But there's some leagues that you have to, if you don't have a full starter, then you're SOL. So, okay. I am definitely not dropping Gerald Everett if I
Nope.
can't, if I don't have to. Like I'm in a league that you get deduct. You can't leave a person in the bye.
That's smart.
If you have a bye, you can't do that.
Nope.
I mean, it's part of the bylaws. Did you see the thing about Russell Wilson coming out and saying that on the plane ride to London that he was stretching out and working out for 3 to 4 hours in the aisles?
Yeah. Oh man, didn't really help him that much.
We don't know yet. How would we know?
It's not gonna happen, man.
I know, but you said it didn't help him much.
Oh,
we won't know if it's going to help him or not. We still got 3 days till the game. All right.
Oh man.
Okay. If this happens, I haven't heard this one yet, but Jason says the rumors are Hunt to the Bills.
I did not see that.
I did hear that he did tell someone that he wants that he's
speculation, right?
I didn't hear the Bills. I've heard other teams, but I haven't heard the Bills.
I mean, more power to him, man. We just better get at least a 4th round for that one then.
Okay, here we go. Connor says we got Garrett Wilson, Michael Gallup, or Jeff Wilson as guys to drop.
I would go Jeff Wilson.
I'm going Jeff Wilson.
Jeff Wilson, man.
Because the problem, Connor, is supposedly so they have this week against the Rams and they have their bye week. Jeff Wilson has already deducted playing time because of CMC. Supposedly the week after the bye week, Elijah Mitchell should be back. That puts Jeff Wilson as probably the RB3. I'm not dropping Garrett Wilson and I'm not dropping Gallup yet. Even though Gallup got a big goose egg, I'm not doing it yet. Okay, let's see. Any more questions? Okay.
So I had one on my fantasy football discussion dynasty league group.
Okay.
And what happened was this guy wants to trade Miles Sanders, a top 6 pick next year, and a late 1st round next year for Jonathan Taylor. And it's Miles Sanders, an early 1st and a late 1st.
Okay.
Jonathan Taylor.
2 first and Sanders?
Yeah, and I thought that was a pretty good trade. I was like, if you're in a win now situation, and he showed me his roster, and I think Jonathan Taylor would put it over the top. Just because he's going to be a top 5 rest of the season. Sanders will probably be around 12 to 15-ish.
So I'm assuming one of them is his pick, the low end 1st rounder.
Yeah.
Where's the other pick?
He said top 6.
Okay.
But I even said you could probably even try to get back a 3rd too. Just because of how low everyone's looking at Taylor right now. Yeah. But even if not, I would still do that trade because who knows where Sanders is going to end up in about a year or 2.
Yeah, I would.
And I all day long, I would have done that.
Yeah. Real quick just a comment from Connor. He's got Mitchell on the IR. So yeah, I would do that too. I would still drop Jeff Wilson. And yes, once Mitchell comes back, swap. Because it sounds like your league only has 1 IR. Then you can swap Mitchell for Hollywood. And then Nina asked, Greg Dulcich, Knox, or Ingram.
All right. Well, I'm playing her in this league.
Okay. So Dulcich and Knox are not obviously going to, but Dulcich and Ingram are going. Their teams are going against each other. So Dulcich is going against the Jags. Ingram is going against Denver, and Knox is going against.
I'm looking now.
Green Bay.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup for tight ends.
Let me look at this real quick. Strength of schedule for tight ends. I'm going to look up at that chart that I showed you last night.
I'm looking. Ingram and Dulcich has a mid matchup. Knox has a tough matchup. While you're looking that up, though, I do want to say she did make the right choice. Like she last week started Ingram over Dulcich, and I would not have done that, but she did, and it worked out well for her. She actually was one of the top scorers in the league. I think she was the second highest. So congrats on that decision.
Okay. If you don't want to listen to Jamie and you want to listen to me with the chart that I got, you're starting Greg Dulcich. But I will say that none of these three defenses are that bad against tight ends. It's just that Denver is a neutral team against tight end. I mean, Jacksonville's a neutral defense against tight end. But out of those three defenses, Denver is by far the best out of those three. So I would stay away from Evan Ingram. I would be starting Greg Dulcich.
All right. I hope you're wrong because I'm playing her this week in that league.
All right. So Connor asks, what's Eno's outlook looking like this week? The problem with Eno is Jason mentioned it. Jamie mentioned it a little bit ago. I love Eno, but it looks like Connor is going to start. And if Connor does start, that's where I'm afraid that I can't start Eno unless it's a deeper league. Like there's a league I'm in. I'm going to have to start Eno no matter what.
Yeah, like Connor, who's your other options?
But it's a 16-team league, so that's going to happen. And I agree. I mean, Connor even mentioned it. He says, hoping he starts because he's so much better than Connor.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yep.
But they're not going to not start, you know. He might not even have, you know, he might just be asking just to ask.
But even if Connor does start, I could see him still getting maybe four targets at least 4 targets, because that's what he was getting when Connor was playing. But his carries are going to go down.
Okay,
he's not going to get like 10, 15 carries. He's only going to get like 5, 6.
Here's his question. Pick 2. Eno, Gus, Gibby, or Pollard?
Pollard for sure.
Pollard's a must. It looks like Zeke is banged up if he doesn't play at all. Here's the problem with this question, Jamie. We have to know right now because Gus plays.
I know. That's Gus or Eno, man.
But here's the thing. What if we don't know about Connor until Saturday night?
I think Connor's going to play. And how much is he going to play? I don't know. Well, shit on me, man. It's definitely Pollard. Pollard's a must.
To me, you got to roll Gus.
I mean, you can't really sit a Baltimore running back, especially when they don't. Their number 2 is what? Justice Hill?
Yeah, to me, it's Gus. Hey, it's Taco. And naturally, Taco said something smart.
Taco.
Pollard and Gus. Yep.
I think you got to go Gus.
That's exactly what I think, Taco.
Because I know they say Tampa Bay is hard to run on, but they don't look like it that this year. I mean, if you watch the games, you are able to exploit them, especially with Lamar. You're gonna get some Gus work, at least if he gets 40, 50 yards. 2 catches. I mean, that's 7 points. That's his floor. But give him a touchdown, like 12 points. I'll take that.
Yep. All right. So Nina had a question. There it is. And,
What is it?
I mean, she's going against you, so I'm gonna help her win.
Well, this may not be.
Start Swift. She has start Swift since he's playing.
Oh yeah, but you have to take him out of your IR first.
Yeah,
so you have to drop someone. I don't think I'm playing her in that league.
Okay, but yes,
So,
if he's playing, it's an automatic start to me.
Definitely start Swift.
Yep.
Yeah, top 10 running back every week.
I love that man.
Yep.
I'm so happy when I traded for him last year. I traded for him the year before last year, and I traded for him the year before this year, or right before this year.
Wow. You probably had to pay a lot for him this year. No? What'd you pay?
I paid a first and a third.
That's it?
I'll go back and look.
Dude, I would have thought like 2 first and a third. So
let me go back and look so I know.
All right.
Because it wasn't horrible. I know that, and it's a 14-team league too.
Oh dang.
Let me go all the way back. If it's in there, it's got to be in there somewhere. Oh no, it reset. Damn it. Yeah, it's not in there. Oh well, because it went away when it reset to this year. Okay. Jason, Gibson or Hunt? Oh, I don't like this question right now. What do you think, Jamie?
Gibson or Hunt? Hunt hasn't been seeing much work.
He hasn't been getting.
It depends on the game script. Gibson. It depends on the game script. Who are they playing?
They're playing Indy.
Indy. Okay, so that's a tough one, man.
Taco says Gibson.
Yeah, I was gonna say Gibson because he's gonna get some catches.
I think Cleveland. So I'm gonna say Gibson. But if Cleveland is really going to trade Hunt before Tuesday, because the deadline's Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
I think that they're going to not. I don't think they're going to play him as much if they have something in the works. That's just what and Taco says coach wants Gibby more involved, and Gibby has been more explosive.
I mean,
but they keep using Brian. I mean, it's a tough one. Jim Land asked, here's a trade question. Wait. Lenny for Mike Evans and Singletary?
Oh, go Mike Evans and Singletary, bro.
That's Mike Evans and Singletary
all day long.
But I can't tell which one he's given up. He
says 4. So yeah, he's given up Lenny.
He says I have CMC. Evans. He says I have CMC and Hunt and Rashad White already. No, but if he's given up Lenny, that's fine.
He is. He's given up Lenny. That's the way I read it.
Yeah, that's how I read it. If you're giving up Lenny, Mike Evans and Singletary all day, and then you have CMC. Oh, I would start CMC and Singletary as my running backs over Hunt and Rashad White. And I think you would agree.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, giving up Lindy, take it.
Yeah, because, I mean, Lenny hasn't been showing a lot right now.
And if you have Rashad White and Lenny starts getting more of a split of the carries than he has, then that'll happen.
Well, here's one for you. I know you gave that stat yesterday about the Dolphins going up against one of the worst run defenses. So let's say you had Kareem Hunt, who's not getting as much work.
I'm starting Mostert over him.
No, I'm saying Chase Edmonds or Hunt.
Oh, God.
Like, would you take the flyer on one of the worst defenses or wait till Monday night to see if Hunt actually gets more involved?
Well, he might be off the team on Monday night.
That is true. Like, what if they trade him Sunday during Sunday Night Football? And now you're stuck. His team already played, so you take a 0. Or would you rather take the chance on Edmonds possibly getting you 6-7 points? That's a tough one, man.
I'm laughing at Taco. Never Edmonds. Okay, Taco, I'm giving you credit for your team this year, but I can't take this seriously from a Giants fan who's told me every year I've known you that they're going to win the division. Now, I'm just giving Taco a hard time. That's a tough one. Here's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about them trading him Sunday or Monday, like during the game, before the game. What I'm worried about is them not playing him as much because they have something in the works. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
I'm worried about them going, hey, D'Ernest Johnson, get in there. Hunt's being traded tomorrow. We don't want him to get hurt before we get the deal done.
Yep.
100%
agree.
Actually, I agree with this. I would rather start JaMychal Hasty than Edmonds, probably. Just because.
No.
Here's the thing. JaMychal's going to get a few carries, and if he can bust one and get you 4 or 5 points, what's the difference? Because he is their backup now. I mean, he is their second back. I'm just saying, if you're starting backup to backup is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
The problem that I hate starting JaMychal Hasty is nothing to do with JaMychal Hasty or my buddy Travis Etienne. I hate playing players in London. I don't like it.
Yep.
The only players I don't mind playing in London are the studs. When it's questionable guys like Hasty and players like that, I don't like playing guys in London because usually it's a weird-ass game.
Yep, and even the studs usually end up doing that well.
Yeah. But, I mean, with their stud, you're going to play them. So
you have to.
I feel comfortable. I would do it. I just don't feel comfortable playing fringe players in a game that I think is going to be cringe-worthy anyway.
Yep.
That's all I meant on that one. And then Jim also says, I'm doing it right now, which is the trade about Lenny. I also have Pollard on the way for DJ Moore. Good trade.
So you're giving up DJ Moore?
I think he's giving up DJ Moore for Pollard.
Oh, I love that. Yes.
Because he says he has Pollard on the way.
Yep.
So
that's awesome.
So your running backs would be Singletary, Pollard, and CMC. And then he would have Evans at wide open. All right, there's that. What else you got going on, Taco? I know you got something to say, Taco.
Hi, Matiz.
Jim says, W. Win. Oh,
so I saw a trade today in one of my podcast leagues. Brees Hall for Swift. Now, the Brees Hall owner traded him to the last place team. Swift went to the first place team.
Okay.
What do you think about that one?
I like it for both teams.
Me too. Like just because the last place team is getting Hall, so he'll be able to use them in the future in the year.
I would have maybe asked for a little bit like a pick or something just to back cap it, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty good.
Jim says his wide receivers will be Evans, CD Lamb, Olave, and Lockett.
Oh, shit. That is. Lock it down, man. That's what you need to name your team. Lock it down.
All right. Taco says, chillin', put the baby to bed, hype for Pollard. I'm surprised you're hyped for Pollard since you're a Giants fan. Yeah, but Taco's a Giants fan, so
right.
him saying that is like Robbie saying, I'm glad about Pollard.
So the Giants, let's talk about the Giants. Let's look at their last opponents. What are they? 6-1, right?
Yeah, they're 6-1.
6-1, and they've only won by less than a score each of their games.
That doesn't matter, though, Jamie.
I mean, they still pulled the win out, but also look who their opponents were.
I get that point, but all I'm saying is honestly, the point differential doesn't matter. There's teams that do that all the time. That happened with the Bengals last year. They were winning games, and they made it all the way to the Super Bowl.
Yep. And you got guys like the Browns that are having a 3-point game with the Chargers, high-powered offense, and then they end up blowing it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I know how Taco thought before this. So we got that. Let's see. Taco says, where's it at? Oh, there it is. I got him over Zeke. He's talking about Pollard. I got him over Zeke in all leagues. Pollard has been found money.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's the Taco I know. Ravens, Packers, Jags were all favorites. Seahawks are the favorites this week. He is right.
Mm-hmm.
They've been underdogs. They were underdogs against the Jags. I mean, they were a 3-point underdog against the Jags, and now they're a 3-point underdog against the Seahawks. Yeah. So they're winning games. They're not.
The Ravens was the most impressive one. I mean, Packers are doo-doo. Jags
but we did not know they were doo-doo when it happened.
Yeah, true. Yep.
That's the problem with, I mean, we all do it. You can't look too far into the future. You can't say, oh, they're doo-doo. When they won, they weren't doo-doo yet. And that was London too. So it was just
but the thing is that they're doing it with subpar receivers, which is impressive. And as long as Daniel Jones uses his legs like he should, like I think the 1 week he had like 90 yards rushing.
Oh, he had 101. He had over 101 game.
Was it? That was recent then, but I remember seeing the one. It was almost like 70, 80, 90 yards, and he needs to do that every game. Like, fuck the 40-yard rushes, go for 100. Barkley and Jones could carry that team.
Yeah, I think it's going to get interesting.
Oh, we got breaking news today. Did you hear?
Which?
Kadarius Toney did not practice.
Oh, come on. Yeah, okay. Even for Taco, this is, I mean, Giants have 0 receivers over 200 yards this season.
Yes. That is true.
Taco, you could play receiver.
Ooh, so Gus Edwards or James Conner, if James Conner plays. I would go Gus.
Oh, easy. Well, the problem is you're not going to know. Gus, you have to pick tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just looking for some questions.
All right, look at the chat. I'll be right back.
I can't see the chat.
Well,
I got it. Hold on. I got it on my phone. I got it.
No, but I'll put this real quick. Wandell has been a great stash for me. Giants might be willing to deal a first rounder for DJ Moore.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
I mean, you need somebody.
That would be impressive.
I mean, that's if Carolina will give him up, because Carolina was talking about how they won't give him up.
Yeah, because they want him to be a future asset to the team.
They think he's a foundational piece. You had a foundational piece that you just got rid of. I mean, I know they got assets for him, but still, he's the foundational piece.
Or
CMC.
you can get someone like Kenny Galladay. Wait, never mind.
They already got him.
I'm just-
Did you see that? Did you see that AJ Green is being talked about to go to Green Bay?
that's pathetic.
That's not what Aaron Rodgers needs.
No, Aaron Rodgers does not need a 33-year-old washed up receiver. I mean, he's going to do it with Randall Cobb. Oh, man.
That Taco says, yeah, that's true, but maybe Tony / Picks can get it done. AJ Green to Green Bay is pathetic.
Yep.
Yeah, that is pathetic. And then Taco says Steelers want way too much for Chase. I've heard that too.
Yeah.
And then Jason said he heard Judy to Green Bay also. I heard
that.
Brandon Cooks, and I've also heard Brandon Cooks is being talked to. I saw this on multiple sources that I follow. The Chiefs are talking to Houston for Brandon Cooks. That would be, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I would love it, but we'll see if that happens.
So Claypool, man, like I had such high hopes for him as a tight end. Why can't they just move him to tight end?
Claypool?
Yeah. He would be an elite tight end as opposed to a mediocre receiver.
Mediocre wideout?
Yeah. He has that profile that fits one of those move tight ends that like a Njoku. Oh, hold on. I have another question here. Okay, I'm gonna tell this dude to hop on because he asked me a question.
Yeah, tell him to get on.
The only problem. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought this was the Canadian dude. All right.
If Judy was to go to Green Bay, how does that affect Judy, not Aaron Rodgers? When it comes to value, dynasty.
I think it skyrockets it, man. Well, no, for dynasty.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So we got a dono hype real quick before you answer that.
All right. Oh no.
Is Hasty a good pickup and stash? Yes, especially in dynasty. But I would even do that if you have a bench spot.
If you have the room.
I would do that in redraft. In dynasty, 100%. In redraft, if you have the room to do it, I would, because you never know. I like grabbing everyone else's handcuff. Yep. So if someone goes down, you have another back.
So, for example, last week I told people they laughed when I told them to pick up Dearness Johnson just in case Chubb goes down, because of the usage. Like, he is the direct backup of Chubb. Hunt is going to stay in the same role. So why not? Like, same thing with Hasty. Do it. Pick him up if you got it.
Yep. And then Taco said he also heard the Giants are on Judy. Honestly, Taco, and I'm not joking when I say this. I literally mean this honestly. The Giants should be on any wide receiver that's on the block. Got another one real quick. Do I start Aaron Rodgers versus the Bills, or do I pick up any of the following? Daniel Jones against Seattle, Trevor Lawrence versus the Broncos.
Yes.
Matthew Stafford versus the Niners. No.
It's between Jones and Lawrence for me. I would go Jones for that rushing upside. Who's Lawrence playing?
Broncos.
I'd still go Jones.
I'm going Jones.
I'm going Jones versus Seattle.
And then another question from David.
That's my boy. Yeah, here we go.
He has to sit one. Fournette, Etienne, Pierce, or Stevenson. Holy moly.
It's definitely not Etienne. Definitely not Pierce.
I'm sitting Fournette.
I'm sitting either Fournette or Stevenson. But Fournette has the backfield to himself. Stevenson's splitting with Harris. They have a who are they playing? I know they have a tough matchup, right?
I don't. That's the difference. See, but that's the difference between me and you. I don't see it as a split. I think Stevenson has it.
He is the better rusher. We said that in the preseason. We know that.
No.
We don't know.
I think it's going to be a 70-30. He's the 70.
If it's a 70-30, then go Stevenson.
And to go back to the other question about real quick about the 40 about
Fournette.
The other question. I'm sitting Fournette, but to go to the quarterback question real quick. If this is out there, I agree with Taco. Andy Dalton versus Las Vegas. That's another option that I would consider.
I like Dalton this week.
And what's crazy is they said Winston is healthy, but they're still starting Dalton.
Yep.
That's what's crazy. Who would have thought at the beginning of the year that would be the case?
Red Rocket, man.
All right, so I will be right back.
All right. So he's gone.
I'm back on. All right, I am back. I don't know what happened to Jamie. Jamie flat out disappeared out of nowhere. Okay. So I am by myself. Yeah, I don't know where he went. I am here. Can you still see me, Taco? Let's see. Let me text Jamie back. There you are.
I don't know what happened, dude. You're like, I'll be right back, and then all of a sudden my screen just went.
I literally was sitting here. I was about to put my computer down, and you went bye.
I don't know what happened. It just disappeared.
All right, I'll be.
I was about to talk about Deontay Johnson while you were gone.
Cool. Now go.
Shit. Oh man. So Deontay Johnson, man, he's got to be the most unlucky receiver in the league right now. Like right now, he ranks top 5 in fantasy points or in fantasy for wide receiver usage. Not fantasy points, because right now he's 53rd in actual fantasy points. 9.6 targets per game. Like that puts him in like the top 8 for wide receivers. But he's just not producing. Like he won't become a top 10 receiver. That's a guarantee. But he could become a top 20 receiver. Like once his usage starts going up, and he starts actually like catching passes and running down the field like he used to. Like his expected. What I'm trying to say is like his expected fantasy points are supposed to be 5 more per week than it actually is. So if you can actually buy him low right now as a wide receiver 40, wide receiver 50, it's going to go up. We've seen it in the past. Like it always goes back to the means, and buy him low. Don't wait until he is a wide receiver 20. Buy him while he's a wide receiver 40, and then start playing him when he is the wide receiver 20. That's all I got to say.
Got it. So Jim says, let's see what it is. This guy said when I get Pollard, he will give me Lamar. So he will. Another owner is saying he will give him Lamar for Burrow and Pollard. So So he's getting Pollard, but he's going to trade him right away.
Oh, yeah. Do it.
My running backs will be CMC, Singletary, Hunt, and Michael Carter. I would still do it.
I would do that.
No,
too.
I don't know.
Because
is Lamar that much? Is Lamar that much of an upgrade from Burrow?
Yes.
Not lately. Burrow just threw for 490 or 400 something yards.
No, he had over 500 yards.
Oh, he was close to 500. He didn't.
But is he going to do that every week? No.
No. But I mean, let me. No, I know that. But
is Lamar going to?
See, Jamie, last week was 481.
Mm-hmm.
481 and 3. Yeah, he wasn't at 5. I knew it wasn't 5. I knew it was 4 something. Let's see. Fantasy Pros leaders.
But I mean, the ceiling. I mean, yeah, he threw for that much. He ain't going to do it every week. But Lamar has that rushing ability.
No, I agree with you on that. But all I'm saying is right now, and I know there's possibilities of both doing the opposite.
Right.
But right now they're 3 and 4. It's not like it's 3 and 7, is what I'm saying. It's not like it's 3 and 10. Burrow's ranked 3, Lamar's ranked 4. Is getting rid of Burrow and Pollard worth it to move to Lamar with? Look at his running backs with Pollard and without. If you add Pollard into it, his running backs would be CMC, Singletary, Pollard, Hunt, and Carter. If you take Pollard out, it's only CMC, Singletary, Hunt, and Carter, with the possibility of Hunt going to a different team.
That could be a good thing.
But what if he goes to Buffalo and then he has Singletary and Hunt?
Then he has Hunt as the backup, or Singletary as the backup. Hunt as the starter. So I read the stat that Burrow had 2 games this year with 4 touchdowns and almost 500 yards, right?
Yeah.
That's just 2 games.
No, I agree. But here's the other thing I think we need to remember. I think he started off slow because of the appendectomy as well. I'm not saying he's going to have 490 yards every game.
Yeah.
But he
look at that offensive line. The offensive line is garbage.
Yeah, but I'm also saying that the first couple of games, he had the appendectomy. He didn't play at all in the preseason and all that. Personally, I think I'm staying away from this trade.
It's something to consider, though.
It's to consider, but to me, I would not do it.
I'd be on the fence on both sides.
Yeah, I'm a huge Burrow guy.
So if Mike's out on it and I'm on the fence, I probably wouldn't do it. Stick with Burrow. Get your quarterback 8 to 12 every week, as opposed to a quarterback 1 to 5. Because Burrow ain't going to keep it up, man. He'll have his big weeks like he did. He might have 2 more of those, but consistently he'll be around quarterback 12. I do like Burrow's weapons a lot more, but you got to consider the weapons of Lamar's feet running the ball, so that kind of makes up for it. Yeah, man, that's tough, man. Ask me a week from now, I'll probably still be boggled on that one. That's a great question.
All right. What else we got?
Now let's say Zeke got injured and there's just Pollard in that backfield. Then hell no, wouldn't trade Pollard.
There's a chance he doesn't play this week.
But let's say he's out for the year. He goes on IR. Pollard's now the starter.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you have a top 8 running back the rest of the season. So that's a hell no. So, yeah, no, don't trade Pollard, man.
Not yet.
Nope. No.
If he wants to give you Lamar plus a little bit else, I wouldn't.
Yeah, if he gives you something else in return.
To me, there's just not enough difference between Lamar and Burrow to also give up a potential top 20 running back. He's a top potential 20 running back
right now. He is. Yeah.
And to me, that's what I'm saying. It's not enough difference, a bump up from Burrow to Lamar at all, because right now it's not a bump up.
Yep, to give up
Pollard.
Yep, I'm 100% on with you. Especially, and it even makes it worse if he's a top 8 when Zeke is out. If he's a top 8 to 10 running back.
Yep.
So don't do it.
What's up, Matt? Yeah, Jim said he's been thinking all day. I understand what you guys are saying. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's not even a question.
Yeah, no. At first, it was it was a good question, but breaking it down like that, I think we just solved this problem.
Yep. All right, Matt. I think he just has a comment. My wide receiver trio is insane now. Diggs, JJ, and Hopkins.
Wow.
Matt, please tell me this is Dynasty. If this is Dynasty, oh my
God. Oh, you are great.
And then Matt says he's hoping Hunt.
No, redraft too. Redraft, that's fucking stud right there.
Yeah, I mean redraft too, but if you had that in Dynasty, I'd be hoping Hunt gets traded so I have another starter. Yeah, well, it depends on where he gets traded to. He's going to start no matter what, but all I'm saying is if he gets traded to, say, Buffalo compared to another team, it's just going to be different. And yeah, it's redraft.
Yeah.
I heard the Rams are interested, but I also heard the Rams don't have anything to give to Cleveland.
Nope. Because we would want a 4th round pick for him, and I would take that all day. Going into the season, PFF ranked him as a 5th round pick.
All right.
But right now, I mean, when people are desperate, you need to give up that 4th.
So Zach says, should I start Walker this week? If so, wait, hold on. Ken Walker, okay. He's asking if you should start Walker over Chubb, Kamara, and Stevenson.
I would start Walker over Stevenson. That's just me.
I would too.
But never.
But I want to see something though.
I want to start him over Chubb and Kamara though, man. Come on.
Okay, I am worried about Kamara though.
Start your studs though.
No, I know. I'm not saying I would start him over him. I'm just saying I'm worried about him.
And what is that worry?
Workload. The way they're running the offense. When you get down to the 5-yard line with Andy Dalton at quarterback, you're giving the ball that they bring in Taysom.
That is true.
That's my issue.
But Kamara does have that 20-yard breakaway.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
But can you rely on the 20-yard breakaway?
No, you can never rely on it.
That's the issue.
It could happen. But still, I mean, those are great. I want to know, Zachary, what are your receivers? Can you trade Stevenson right now? Because last week, Stevenson was my sell high candidate, and you can still sell high on him right now. So let's see if you can get a receiver and what kind of receiver you can get for him. Just so you don't have this problem in the future of which who to start. Any other questions?
I'm looking at something real quick. So just to give you an idea, Fantasy Pros has Ken Walker ranked as the 5th running back this week.
Nice.
Over Kamara and Stevenson. So, yeah, you're starting him.
Yep. But I would sit Stevenson this week, but I would seriously try to consider selling him for a receiver that you can maybe play in your flex or package. I don't know if you start 2 receivers or 3 receivers, but package your lowest receiver like your wide receiver 3 and Stevenson and upgrade to get like Devontae Adams or something, depending on who you got.
I just put it up.
Lockett, Jefferson, Hollywood, Pickens, Gabe Davis. I mean, you could probably get Stevenson and Lockett.
Trade Gabe Davis.
Trade
Gabe Davis and Stevenson and try to upgrade.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to think of who you would upgrade them for. Drawing a blank. Sorry, I've been drinking a little bit. Yeah, so Stevenson, Gabe Davis, upgrade them for a wide receiver 2. Like a high-end wide receiver 2. Let me pull this up. All right, Mike, are you drinking tonight?
Nope. No.
No, just chilling.
Matt said.
All right, here we go. I got it. What if you get like a T. Higgins or a Stevenson and Gabe Davis?
Yeah.
Or like a Mike Evans.
Oh, if you could get Mike Evans, I would do it right now.
Yeah, no, I got Higgins higher than Evans.
No, I do too, but I'm saying I would do either one.
Yeah, or
do you have Higgins higher in redraft?
yeah, no, this is redraft.
No, I know, but I'm just asking the question.
Yeah, Higgins higher in redraft. I mean, you could even try Lockett and Stevenson and try to get AJ Brown, but I doubt that'll happen.
Yeah.
But I would try to get like Higgins for Gabe Davis and Stevenson. That's a solid trade right there. I mean, would you even do Hopkins? Because he has Hollywood. So when Hollywood's out, he could just play Hopkins. So Gabe Davis and Stevenson for Hopkins. So like he'd be starting Lockett, Jefferson, and Hopkins right now. Those are his 3 receivers. And then when Hollywood comes back, he would just have to decide Hollywood or Hopkins.
I think it's still Hopkins, but I would do that.
Yeah.
But I would do that if I couldn't get the other 2.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a third choice. So try Higgins, try Evans. Would you even go for Godwin too? For that? No? Even if it's PPR?
Yeah.
You rather have Evans? Because Evan and Godwin are like so close for me, man. Like I wouldn't even know which one to start.
That's what scares me.
Yeah. Like Evans got that big playability. Godwin's has that short yardage all day in the middle of the field.
All right, I'm gonna get to Matt real quick. Matt's been posting.
Yeah, I hope we helped you, Zachary.
So Matt says, "Would you trade Hunt and Ayuk for Walker?" Absolutely.
Yes, that's
Walker,
a smash.
Right now, Walker is top 5 running back this week.
Oh, that's a smash.
That's a smash, and that's coming from a Kareem Hunt fan and me when he was a Chief, and you from when now.
And I am also an Ayuk fan in Dynasty, and I love him in redraft too at some point as a wide receiver 3 right now. So yes, but you definitely trade a backup running back and a wide receiver 3 for a top 10 running back.
Hold on, let me figure this out real quick. Zach, real quick. Yes, Walker be playing in your flex. That's still what we would want.
Yes.
On your question. For Matt, on this one, Matt, I would not do that trade for Stevenson, but I would trade for Stevenson. I don't know if I would give up Hunt and Ayuk for Stevenson, but I would try to trade. I like Stevenson more than Jamie does.
Yeah, I know. I love Stevenson as a runner. He's way better than Harris. I was all about him in the beginning of the season, but I just looked at his schedule, and he does have the 6th hardest running schedule the rest of the year. Doesn't mean he's not going to get fantasy points. I still play him in my lineups.
This is
I still like him.
Here's an interesting question. Should I trade Pittman for Najee and Goddard in a deep PPR 16-man league? My starting tight end is Taysom Hill, and I'm 3-4. My wide receivers are Juju and Chase, and my running backs are Pierce and Damian Harris.
No, I wouldn't. I don't want to give up Pittman because they're going to start running the RPOs in Indianapolis, so that's going to help Pittman a lot. They're just going to do short passes all day long, so that's more catches in a PPR. No, I don't think I would do that, man.
I would
try to find something different.
I'm starting to think that Pittman's going to be on the way down with Ellinger. That's my problem.
It does help Campbell a little bit, but I also think it helps Pittman a lot.
So so Matt, if you could trade, I'm a Hopkins fan.
I love Hopkins.
But in redraft, if you could trade Hopkins and get Walker straight up,
do that.
Take what he just did. Take what he just did with the 14 targets, the 13 catches, whatever it was, and all that yardage. Take that recency bias and flip that on its head and get Walker.
Yep, because I have Hopkins right now, rest of season wide receiver 15-ish.
No, I think it's higher now. Oh, Hopkins. Yeah.
Walker is like a top 12 running back for sure. So would you trade a top 12 running back?
Yep.
For a receiver? I'd take that running back all day long.
Yep. So Zachary says on what we were just talking about. His starters are Kyler, Kamara, Chubb, Jefferson, Lockett. Oh, it's only a 2 wide receiver starter. So his starters are Kyler, Kamara, Chubb, Jefferson, Lockett, Goddard, Walker, Crosby, and
I like that.
Since you're only starting 2 wideouts and it's Jefferson and Lockett, I'm okay with the Walker. Yeah, do the Walker deal.
Yeah, yep. All right.
I'd say we give it 5 or 10 minutes and then cut it.
Yeah, so Robbie never showed up.
He texted me, but we'll all get in. Yeah, he texted me.
I had a few people asking me, is Robbie coming on? I'm like, everyone loves Robbie, man. All my friends are like, is Robbie coming on? Is Robbie coming on? Like, come on, we're here too, bro. Let's see.
Do it. I would do it, Matt. If it's redraft, I would do it.
Yeah.
If you have the wide receivers to do it. If he's your number 1 or 2, then you got to think. But
I would give up Hopkins for Walker all day.
But right now, with the way he was suspended for so long, I don't think Hopkins is your number 1.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah. So he's Matt's number 3, and he said the guy that has Walker needs wide receivers bad.
Then do it. Do it. So I got a question. If you're in a competition by yourself, do you come in first or do you come in last?
Both. Is it a competition if there's only one person?
Smart man.
At that point, it's a game.
Yeah.
Okay, so Zach said in another league, not the league he was talking about, in another league, he got Juju off of waivers and dropped Mooney. I'm okay with that.
Hey, I want to know, is this the Zachary from the Facebook group that I told you to come on?
And your boy says, if you ain't first, you're last.
If you ain't first or last. Oh, Jason.
And
You know,
nice guys never finish first.
So if I'm in a competition by myself and I come in first, I'm not last.
You didn't beat anybody. You're starting to sound like the teams that tie.
Oh man.
Oh.
All right, we need more questions, guys. Jason, ask me anything, man. Doesn't even have to be fantasy related. This is an AMA.
Zachary is not the person from Facebook.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're going to be on a few more minutes, and then we're going to head out.
Yup.
We've already been on for an hour and 15, so.
Oh shit, that ain't nothing. We can do another hour.
I ain't doing another hour.
I ain't either, but if we had actual questions.
No, I still wouldn't be doing it that long.
Now, did you know Joe Flacco has more pass attempts than Mariota right now?
Yeah, I saw that.
Flacco hasn't played in a month.
Leaf says, Ryan Suckup or Jason Myers? Oh, come on.
Shit. I would go Myers, baby.
Rest
Rest
of season, man. I'm going Suckup rest of season.
See, I don't play with kickers.
Yep.
So
you got to answer every question.
All right. So Myers is the kicker for what team?
Seattle.
Okay, no, then go Suckup.
Jay said Paris Campbell as a flex. I would put him as a flex.
I like that.
I mean, I wouldn't. I mean,
he showed something last week.
My problem is if you don't have to, don't do it because, and I know Jamie's going to understand what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see. I'm going to try not to start a single wide receiver on Indy unless his name is Michael Pittman for 1 week, just to see what that offense is like with Sam Ellinger.
Yeah,
that's my only concern.
So I have Paris Campbell on my Scott Fishbowl, and I was considering him, but because I have Bateman, Diggs, and then I was debating between Myers and Campbell, and there's no way I can sit Myers for Paris Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
There's a possibility Campbell can do better, but I'm not taking that chance.
Yep. Yeah, Zachary says he has to start Carr because Herbert's on bye. I have no problem with that.
I don't have no problem with that. I have
no problem with starting Carr, especially on a bye week replacement.
Yep.
I have him in a few. Miles Sanders or which Harris is this? Is this Najee or is this Damian?
I'm guessing it's I'm guessing it's Najee, but I would still start Sanders over Najee, and I would start Sanders over Damian,
which is scary.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way you would have told me week 1 that if I asked you in week 8 who you're starting, it would be.
Oh hell no, dude! I was drafting I was drafting Damian, or I was drafting Sanders in the 8th round.
Yeah.
Of leagues, and people were taking Najee in the 1st. Hell no, you don't know.
So we got another don't know hype.
Yeah.
So would you drop Alec Pierce to pick up Hasty?
Ooh, I might. Depends on who your receivers are, and if you have that receiver depth, then yeah, because we've seen Pierce drop down. And if they're going to run that RPO, it's going to be Paris Campbell and it's going to be Michael Pittman. It's going to be they're going to use Hines more in the passing. I just don't know how much they're going to use Pierce right now.
Yeah, I don't either. That's what's scary.
And we haven't seen it but a couple games from Pierce. So yeah, definitely take the chance on Hasty.
That's a tough one. Okay. Okay, Okay. Jay asked, what dark horse defense is a good one this week? I know Carolina just had a good. I know Carolina just whooped on Tampa, but in a league that I have that I had a defense on bye, I picked up Atlanta's defense. Um, I'm not expecting PJ Walker to blow the lights out. Atlanta can get to the quarterback. They can keep games close. That's one team. Um, Another defense that I saw that people were picking up was I'm trying to remember who it was. I just saw it too. Some people are picking up Tennessee's against Houston. That's another defense people are picking up because that secondary can cause havoc. You got Kevin Byard back there. Those two would probably be two of the ones that I'm thinking of.
And another thing, like Houston likes to get sacked a lot. Throws a few interceptions here and there. So yeah, I don't mind Tennessee defense. Let me look. I don't really play with a lot of defenses. I'm trying to think of the one that I picked up. Indy versus Washington. That would be a pretty decent matchup right there. Jets versus New England.
Yeah,
I like that one.
Jets are owning a lot now with everything going
on. Okay. Even Miami versus Detroit with the way Detroit's been playing lately and the lack of weapons they have. I also was I was going to bring this up earlier. Just never got a chance, but you got Josh Reynolds not practicing. Amon-Ra St. Brown not practicing. DJ Chark's on IR. So who the fuck is left?
I think St. Brown is going to play. I think
but like who Khalif Raymond, whoever that Brock Wright is, like if he takes over for Hawkinson, like I just don't see Detroit as that high-powered offense they were the first 5 weeks. Like they ain't gonna do that right now. So Miami could be a viable option in the top 12. And that's pretty much it in the top 12.
Yeah.
So Indy, Jets.
Remember, he's also saying dark horse because I think he's in a league that the top guys are already taken.
Yeah, but who plays in leagues where people roster 2?
I'm in a league that only 8 defenses are.
Oh, yeah, you do. That's right.
Remember, home leagues. We got to think of home leagues.
All right, let's see. Dark. Maybe Atlanta. Atlanta versus Carolina.
That's the one I said that's the one I picked up.
Then
I'm starting them this week.
Then do that because I could see them being top 20. Even the Giants versus Seattle, possibly.
Oh, God, look at this. Okay, I got to stop you there, Jamie. Not because of you. This question right here drives me nuts, but I understand why you're asking it, Jay. It's because the Saints coaching staffs drives me crazy. Kittle or Hill?
You got to go Kittle, man.
And he even says that might be a stupid question, but Hill has upside. He does have upside. But no, it's Kittle. Don't get me on a soapbox, especially with that Kansas City logo as your freaking emoji thingy, as your avatar. No. It's Kittle.
It's Kittle. Gotta go Kittle.
Okay, so Zach says, honestly thinking about picking up James Robinson and possibly dropping Melvin Gordon.
You do that.
JK is injured and he's off my bench for the moment.
So this has got to be a shallow league. If James Robinson's on the waiver, pick him up, man. You have to.
Yeah.
Over Gordon,
you got to like we've said before. Most of the leagues that these guys are asking are like 7-8 man benches. That's it.
Yeah. So I would definitely go Robinson over Gordon, hands down, because. What are you going to do with a Denver player? Who wants to start Denver players besides? I don't even want to start Sutton.
I know I don't either, but of course I have to.
Yeah, you kind of have to where we drafted him. Yeah, definitely go James Robinson, man.
All right. So I think me and Jamie are going to end it there. It's already almost 10:30 where Jamie's at. So, Jamie, nice to have you on.
Yep.
For Jamie.
Love talking football.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 100%. For Jamie, for Mike, peace out.
Holy shit.